17 Pros and Cons of Living in Mississippi. Whether you were born, got stationed, or moved here, Mississippi has a lot to offer someone looking for a slower pace, low cost of living, beautiful scenery, and fun family festivities. For example, the Gulf Coast hosts Cruise in the Coast, America's largest block party in October, and Black Spring Break in April, a historical festival based on the first attempt to desegregate Mississippi's beaches in 1959. Pros of living in Mississippi. 1. Car shows. Cruise in the Coast, America's largest block party, including classic cars and rat rods, a sock hop, and a classic car charity auction, has been a Mississippi staple for more than 25 years, and Scrap in the Coast, with its hot rods and trucks with extreme lift kits, has coal rolled up and down I-90 for 20 years. Each show has its unique appeal. 2. Pink dolphins. You might rub your eyes and look twice before you believe what you see across the water from McElroy's Harbor House restaurant in Biloxi, Mississippi. A whole pod of pink dolphins sometimes swim past the spot, often following the bass boats used by area anglers and delighting McElroy's patrons. 3. Scenic views. From magnolias, the state tree, and live oaks, also known as Quercus virginiana, to the piney woods all over the state, you can always find flowers, foliage, and forests to delight the senses. Mississippi features 6 national forests: DeSoto, near Wiggins; Benville, near the aptly named town of Forest, Mississippi; Tombigbee, near Ackerman; Holly Springs, near Oxford; Delta, near Rolling Fork; and Homachito, near Meadville. 4. Famous people. Morgan Freeman. Although born in Memphis, Tennessee, Morgan's grandmother lived in Charleston, Mississippi. The actor bought his grandmother's 124-acre farm from his parents in 1991 and turned it into a honeybee sanctuary. Brett Favre. Born in Gulfport and raised in Kiln, Favre attended the University of Southern Mississippi and became a starting quarterback as a freshman. The NFL inducted Favre into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2016. Oprah Winfrey. Hailing from Kosciuszko, Mississippi, Oprah moved to Nashville, Tennessee, in her teens to live with her father. Winfrey attained billionaire status in 2003, and Forbes magazine listed her as the world's only black billionaire for the next 3 years. Her current net worth is $2.5 billion. Fannie Cook. This Crystal Springs native pioneered Mississippi's earliest conservation efforts and founded the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks. Before her efforts, no one had bothered to catalog Mississippi's wildlife. Vera Mayberry Peggy. Born near Glendora in Leflore County, Mississippi, Vera studied cosmetology before opening a salon in Clarksdale. Her economic independence enabled her to pursue civil rights activism. As the mother of Mississippi's civil rights movement in the 1960s, Vera chartered the Coahoma County branch of the NAACP. In addition, she organized citizenship schools to teach African Americans how to register to vote. 5. Fairs and festivals. Mississippi State Fair. Located at 1207 Mississippi East, in Jackson, the Mississippi State Fairgrounds hosts the annual State Fair in October under the auspices of the Mississippi Department of Agriculture and Commerce. In addition, the Magnolia State boasts no fewer than 18 coliseums, including the Mississippi Coast Coliseum and Convention Center in Biloxi. Mississippi Renaissance Festival. As one of the most inclusive festivals, translators and ASL interpreters stand ready to assist. People with sensory input issues will find safe havens throughout the fair, and all menus feature local, easily recognizable foods. Additionally, the bounce house in the dedicated kids area and fair t-shirts designed to replace scratchy garb allows anyone to represent their favorite town without triggering meltdowns or touch aversions. 6. Higher education, HBCUs. Mississippi has 76 colleges and universities, including historically black land-grant university Alcorn State University, the alma mater of Mississippi-born civil rights activist Medgar Evers. In addition, Mississippi has 5 more historically black colleges and universities: Jackson State University in the state capital, Rust College in Holly Springs, Tougaloo College, Mississippi Valley State University, and Coahoma Community College in Clarksdale. 7. Waterfalls. You can visit 15 waterfalls in Mississippi, including Seminary Falls on the Okatoma River. The green-tinged Sketchelo Falls near Carlisle and Carpenter drop about 4 feet. Ferris Falls on the East Abuchi River drops 2 to 3 feet. Merritt Falls lies within the 25-acre Merritt Water Park in Simpson County. Tishomingo State Park has 4 waterfalls of varying heights. Additionally, you will find Bear Creek Falls near Dennis, Rawson Gully Falls in Lauderdale County, Black Creek Canoe Falls, and Clark Creek Falls. Brushy Creek Waterfall runs in Homochido National Forest, while Union Falls lies in Jones County. Find even more waterfalls to enjoy throughout the state. Owens Creek Falls near Vicksburg, Cooper Falls in J.P. Coleman State Park, Artificial Duns Falls, and Mint Spring Falls in Vicksburg National Military Park. 8. Wildlife. Least terns, brown pelicans, sandhill cranes, and ospreys make their homes along Mississippi Gulf Coast and some inland waterways for at least part of the year. As a result, all 4 endangered species receive protection in Mississippi, especially during nesting season. Moreover, 426 species of birds, 84 different reptiles, and 120 species of fish call the Magnolia State home annually. 9. Snowfall. Skiers and snowboarders would disagree, but Mississippi's lack of annual snowfall makes the state a great place to retire if you have had enough shoveling out your driveway, only to have a plow come by and shove everything back into place. Mississippi's regular annual snowfall total: 1 rapidly disappearing inch. Cons of living in Mississippi. 1. Economic indicators. Of Mississippi's estimated 2,949,965 people, 15.4% lack health insurance, and 18.7% fall below the federal poverty line. In addition, Mississippi's statewide 4.1% unemployment rate stands 0.5% higher than the national average. Nevertheless, the statewide unemployment rate conceals enormous disparities. For example, the 11.9% unemployment rate in Jefferson County, the 8.1% rate in Humphreys, and the 7.6% rates in Claiborne and Issaquena conceal the constricted pool of employment options. 2. Humidity. Mississippi's average annual humidity of 91% makes the state the most humid in the entire country. Locals refer to it as living in the devil's armpit, while newcomers describe the humidity as trying to breathe in a swimming pool with your nose partway underwater. 3. Hurricanes. Although locals treat these summer blowouts as party time, tourists and transplants find hurricanes terrifying. A certain fatalism sends locals to the grocery store, where, surprisingly, no one takes everything for themselves. Instead, you will see people handing each other bottled water, canned meat, and barbecue lighters as locals double up on Bud Light, White Claw, and hard seltzer. Harbor Freight and Home Depot stay open until the last minute before going home to their families. As a result, everyone's tool sheds fill up with outdoor toys and garden furniture. And unless the storm already exceeds Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson scale before landfall, no one boards up any windows. But do not let the apparent calm fool you. Residents already have their hurricane closets and bug-out bags filled. They placed a fire axe in the attic crawl space and have their hurricane evacuation routes planned to the exact carrying capacity of whatever vehicle they drive, with plans B through Z memorized. After charging every device they own and locating the battery-operated tea lights and LED lanterns, they ensure their solar chargers and hand crank radios stay handy and generators get filled. And remember, put a quarter on top of a chunk of ice in the freezer. Then, if it is still on top or in the middle, you will not have to toss the contents of your fridge and freezer. 4. Plessia antarctica hardy, love bugs. Bring a white vehicle to Mississippi in April and expect your grill to look like a murder scene at the slaughterhouse. Plessia antarctica hardy, aka love bugs, fill the air and cover every surface in spring, mating for 5 days. These bugs have no stingers and do not bite, but they can ruin any outdoor event. Expect them to wind up floating in your sweet tea at some point. Do not expect your car to stay clean until May. Car washes, however, think love bug season rocks. 5. Snakes. Only 6 of Mississippi's 55 snake species have venom. Of these, 75% of snake bites occur because people or animals insist on harassing or trying to kill them. Cistrus miliaris, aka the pygmy rattlesnake, inhabits the entire state of Mississippi. Most commonly, however, you may encounter one on the Gulf Coast in swamps or the piney woods and hardwood forests in the state's northeastern corner. Take care when moving a barrel or trash can, as they will hide underneath them. These venomous snakes resemble a mottled, bluish mini rattlesnake. 6. Alligators. You will find them in every Mississippi county, but 25% of all the state's alligators live in the Pascagoula River drainage corridor in Jackson County. These opportunistic predators eat anything from pet dogs and cats to fish. Moreover, they even eat each other when they can't find a more leisurely suitable meal. 7. Dasymatilla occidentalis, velvet or cow killer ants. If you spot a large, bright red or vibrant blue ant wandering alone on a bare patch of sandy Mississippi soil, take several steps back. This giant furry insect is a wasp. If you see one on the ground, it is female. Males crawl onto flowers, especially at night. This venomous insect has an excruciating bite that generally will not kill you, but you might wish it had. 8. Vibrio vulnificus. This bacterium lives in Gulf Coast waters and causes a severe infection, leading to limb amputation, multi-system organ failure, and death. The condition commonly results from swimming and wading without footwear, uncovered cuts, and other skin breaks. In a milder form, eating raw or undercooked shellfish such as oysters causes diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration.